Alrighty, here we are on episode 3 of our Tropico 6 Communist Dictatorship, so let's get into it. Okay, so Island is doing very well. Let's quickly look over everything that's going on. We're about to win an election, very good. Definitely ideal to be keeping everything pretty sane until we make it to the very end of the game where I want to burn everything down by turning it into a communist dictatorship. So that's definitely the way to go about this. I mean, maybe you could kind of like take a little bit of liberty here, a little bit of liberty there, and slowly go your way through with like that, but I don't know. I was just having way too much of a tough time trying to pull that off. Okay, as long as we're not losing too much money and we're continuing to make pretty decent money. So remember, we have to minus 12,000 because every time we're importing weapons. And then how many more of these do we have? So, and then 2 more shiploads, and then we get our return on investment back. Let's check out our, yeah, so we need some jobs down. And there's only one building that's currently got people constructing it. It is a pig ranch. Let's quickly check our fish population. It is starting to tank a bit. We'll check it after another little while and see if it gets any worse. We'll decrease the budget if it is going down, continuing to go into the ground. Definitely don't want to lose those too early. So we're about halfway through surviving the war, and then we'll get to move on to the Cold War era. I might try and, yeah, we have a bit of housing. I'm gonna try and stave off building up a lot of housing, at least for a bit, until we make it to the next era. I'll build kind of what I have to, but, and what is nice about tenements is once I start replacing our bunkhouses with tenements, it's going to drastically increase the population density of this little town here. And so that means we can build more farms, more stuff out here, and still have a town be about this big, and not have, like, no one being able to live here. So that's pretty nice. Minus 12,000, 15,000, so around 9k. Probably go down a little bit. Oh, it went down a lot bit. 18... something, some number. Another little 2,000, pretty good. So we just won an election, so I'm going to turn down the budgets on all the bunkhouses for a while. I can even go so far as to turn down the budgets on churches and clinics, at least for a bit. Make as much money as we can for a while. We don't need to keep the population super happy right after an election. Check the budgets on these, leave them here. Turn off allow local consumption on all of this. We did end up getting the rest of our cattle ranches down, so now would probably be the best of times to set up some, or an additional tannery somewhere. Where, though, is the question. I don't want to have to demolish any housing yet, and putting it here might decrease the coconut harvesters' gathering potential. It looks like I will demolish a house, I think. Wow, I've completely built in everywhere that I can without building in the center area here. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and just demolish this one. It needs a 3x3, so something like that. Oh man, that was actually a terrible idea because this cattle ranch. Can I perhaps move this here? Looks like I can. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move a cattle ranch here. And then all I need to do is move one of these houses. Actually, we'll just demolish. Build a new bunkhouse. Definitely irresponsible way to go about building. But I'm going to do it anyways. So, demolish this. Now we have a little space here for an additional tannery. This means that I could build up some more bark here. Demolish all of this. So there's a couple of parks that can give you grass. I believe this is one of them here. So we'll do the grass right there. So pretty much every tenement house right now, or every bunkhouse, can be replaced by a tenement, which is really nice. So 2 tenements here. Can do another tenement here and another one here. 1 here, 2 there, 1 here, 1 here, 2 here. So that's pretty nice. 21,000 minus the 12,000. It's like 9,000. Still in the positive. I'm gonna hold off on doing rescue raids until we make it to the Cold War, which is quite a bit of ways. Like 4 years. So around 1916, 1917. And then we'll be in the Cold War era. So I should be considering how I want to go about building up our communist, like the rich people area, because the people working in the nuclear bomb factory are definitely going to be rich. And if they're not, then I'm going to fire them until we finally get some rich people in there. So it's not important to have the workers inside of the palace close to the population. We need more money to move them over, but as soon as we get some money, I'm going to move El Presidente's palace up here, all the way as far back as we can go. This, I reckon, is a mine. Let's see. No, it's not. Wow. Just a little bump. Maybe we could put something like the commando garrison there. I think that'll look neat.
Fact or fiction? Tropican scientists say, we don't understand the physics. Palace says, try harder.
Man, problems with the manure is like really detrimental to our production. Let's go and look. Soil degradation. Yeah, 70, that's terrible. Oh man. That's like really, really, really bad. And we still do have people. Man. Hopefully with the addition of all these new recent ranches, it starts to even out. But having the soil degrading is definitely hurting. Maybe I could, kind of in the future, consider moving everything to hydroponic plantations. It's going to take a lot of electricity, but what I could do is build... Do we have a coal mine up here, as a matter of fact? We do. So we could build like a coal power plant, 2 coal power plants here, have a bunch of rich people there as well. And then build like mansions all throughout here. This will be like a little fortress up here. Let's see how much money we're about to make. 38 minus the 12, 40 minus 12. So pretty much 30,000. So it should be up 15k. Somewhere around there. We might actually get, yeah, we got the return on investment. So we're actually not yet. So the next one, we're going to make all this money. Whatever it says here, we make. So that's pretty nice. Let's move El Presidente. So we'll send him up there. Something like this. I want to leave 2, like a gap of 2. So that way we can build some decent looking roads up to the front of the palace here. And then we can almost connect everything up. Good enough for now. So then, let's check real quick. Are any of these people rich now? No. So we only want rich people. So we're gonna fire people until we get rich people here. And then we can start constructing some mansions for them. 1 mansion ought to do for now. Maybe we could give everyone just a little front yard. And then build up. Actually, you know what we could do is leave a space of like 4. No, we'll build 3 here. Build these backwards like this. Okay. I've got me an idea. Oh, cool. That fits. Okay. Build a little park in front of every mansion. We'll leave a gap of 3 plus a huge plaza in the middle, another gap of 3 on the other side, and so this will create a pretty good dynamic, I think. 20,000 is what we're gonna make. Pretty nice. The happiness is actually starting to get down near the Caribbean happiness. Maybe we should go back and increase. We'll increase this up 1 budget. Same thing with this. And we'll go ahead and increase this to the medium budget. Keep it above the Caribbean happiness, at least for kind of like as long as we can. Another nice thing is that we can build car garages soon up here. And then maybe I could do like a bus garage to connect everyone. So like the poor people can come up here to work, and then they'll take a bus back home. And then El Presidente's rich people up here can just drive cars around the island anywhere they want. Alrighty, so let's see if we have any new rich people here. Well off, well off, well off, well off. Nope. So we'll just go through fire them all. What I could even do is just hire foreign workers. That'll guarantee that they show up without family, guaranteeing that they'll be rich. Hopefully they marry each other and continue to stay rich. And it looks like our manure spreader problems are being alleviated, which is really good. So hopefully, as time goes on, the soil degradation goes down. It's getting really bad in some of these spots. 46% efficiency. So let's just take it 1 day at a time here. We're getting pretty close. 1,000 days, 3 years. I'm going to put it on ×2 speed just to guarantee that we get there by the end of this episode. Bus garage functioning properly. We're going to need a lot of money. We're also going to need a lot of research points. So let's go ahead and build a library as soon as we're able to. We'll just pause this for the time being. Maybe it would be ideal to build a second one, guaranteeing that everyone that moves there will be able to move into a mansion right away. So I'm going to pause it. We just got the new population. They're all rich, as we can see. Let's go ahead, build up a mansion for... What color is this? There's a pink one here. Build up a blue one. Quick build this one. I probably should have turned on that one edict. Forget what it is sometimes. Let's see. Urban development. I should... Oh, it's still on. Very nice. Okay, what else does this mean? So what did I want to do? Oh yes. The library. Oops. So we'll do a library right here. Very nice. We'll just let that one get built up. So now all of the rich people are completely living in these houses. Very, very nice. And to get an even higher housing quality, let's go ahead and build some parks for them. A little fountain in front of this guy's yard. Okay, we'll do like a little cross thing. Very cool. So that's going to increase the housing quality just a bit. Yeah, let's drag them both down to the minimum budget here. If they end up getting married, then they'll share a house, and that will decrease the amount of mansions that we have built. But once we get the library up and running, then we can get even more rich people here. A total of 3. So I could build one more mansion, and we'll let that one just get constructed on its own. Let's build a yellow one. And go ahead with the parks on this one. Do another little fountain in front of this house. And this also opens us up to start building up some luxury entertainment for them. Something like, maybe what I could do is a theater, a cabaret. We'll figure it out. So this is pretty efficient. Let's see, our support is going down. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a newspaper for these people as well. We could even go so far as to build 2. This will be even more rich people, which will be very nice for us. So this one's facing this way. I want to build this one facing this way, maybe all the way down here. So that's going to be 4 and 4, which is a couple more mansions. Let's build a blue one, I think. And then let's start building some on this side. Start with a yellow one. Let all this get constructed up. Let's get the jobs done first. Anytime residential occupancy goes down, it's because people are getting married. We might have to turn off or turn on child allowances in the near future. Reason being is that if they're just making $22 just into the rich wage class, then having children might drag them down to the well-off class. Not totally sure. I'm gonna leave this on the medium budget for now. So our little island down here, all of this is steadily producing money. No chance of it burning down. There's no chance of us getting invaded anytime soon. And so we're in a pretty good spot. So this completely frees me up to build up all this rich infrastructure up here. Let's quick build this mansion. Instantly people should move in. Looks like they are. Gonna quick build the next one. And even more people, I think. No. Okay. So we'll put these on the max budget. Change this to red star. Cool. So this is a very neat thing we got going on here. A very neat racket. A bunch of rich people living in mansions really close to the palace. Pretty cool. Max budget. Gunny. All these people are well off, so I'm gonna fire them all. And I'll just keep firing people until a ship's about to show up. We got a rich. Get rid of him too. So anytime someone isn't rich, then I'm gonna fire them. Like, it would be nice if you could like hand pick who gets to work in certain buildings sometimes. Let's put all these on the lowest budget. So we're spending $16 a month, but we're making almost $100 a month off these buildings. So this is a lot of money we're making. Making more money than any of the buildings that we're upkeeping here, which is really nice. So this is all net positive. It generates money, actually. Pretty nice. Go through. We got a rich, poor, well off, well off. Got a rich, and 2 well-offs. Oh, freighter just showed up. I should have done it right there. I'm just gonna hire these people. Just to guarantee that I don't mess it up again. Okay. This means that we have room for more mansions. What color is this? Yellow. Let's do... I think we'll do blue and then a red. Let's get these rich guys something to do while they're hanging out. I kind of want to build an opera house, but I think this is actually a 4x4. Yes, it is. That's a shame. It's not really gonna fit anywhere, so scrap that idea. Let's just build maybe a theater. So now then what sucks about this is that everyone working here is probably going to be just well off. So I'm actually going to make sure that they're actually poor. And so then they're going to have to live down there. They're going to have to live in the main part of the town, so I'm going to need a bus stop that comes all the way up here. So maybe what I could do is like build a little poor township right around here-ish. Complete with perhaps 2 bus garages. That might be the move. One going one way, one going the other. And then we can build up a little bunkhouse area. Not gonna go too ham with it. We'll just build up a couple. Build a road out to this one. Bunkhouses. Keep them the same color. Do blue like that. That should be enough. Let all that get constructed up. And so we'll have a bus stop that stops somewhere around here. Maybe even what I could do is build a little road like this. So yeah, the bus stop will be right here. And it'll take you down to the little town. And then from the town, another bus will take you near here. And then a handful of people will live here. These people are going to be working in the theater. And eventually in the parking deck. So we could go ahead and build a parking deck. Right behind the theater maybe. I think this building absolutely ruins. We'll build it here. It absolutely ruins the nearby beauty, which is going to lower the housing quality of our mansions here. Which definitely isn't ideal, but I think it's manageable. And then maybe over here we can get like some research stations, nuclear bombs, that sort of thing. And our support is tanking incredibly low. Reason being is probably because we're building a lot of mansions, and the communists do not like that. On top of that, I reckon, yep, Caribbean happiness is going higher than what we currently have. So let's go ahead and start increasing the service quality of our clinic. Let's go ahead and do the same for our churches, and let's go so far as to do the same for our bunkhouses. See if that helps out a bit. A ranch just got destroyed. Wasn't paying attention to that, but that's okay. How much longer do we have? About a year. Okay. Check soil degradation. Hopefully it's not getting worse. And it is getting better. Okay, that's very good. So this little system here is pretty self-sufficient. I do want to build more farms, but we might do like just one mega plantation out here just to keep things from completely falling apart. 9,000, not great. Maybe even what I could do is build like a little construction office here. So that way we'll have some workers that can quickly build up this rich area without me having to quick build everything all the time. Let's get they're going for these mansions. Okay, good. Looks like some people are getting married. This tells me that I actually didn't need to build up additional mansions. We were fine where we were at, so we'll wait for this in ×1 speed. As soon as it's done, I'm probably going to pause it. Oh, instantly people move in. That's convenient. Even though these people are only well off. That's kind of weird. People moved out of this one, so I'll pause it for the time being. I'll pause buildings until we have like one yellow mansion. That'll be what I aim for. What is... I wonder what efficiency does for this building. I don't think it does anything, honestly. They increased the budget on the parking decks. I could have swore for the longest... Oh, no. It's the wage. Never mind. Okay. So, the parking deck can't provide a well-off wage. So, that's something that I always noticed. We are about to have a bunch of rich people here, though. All these guys are rich. Very nice. Rich, rich, rich. More rich people. This person's well off. I wonder why. It's because they've married an unemployed person. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this person. Hopefully we'll get another rich person in. As well as this guy.
Hola, how are you today?
Let me be.
See, like, it would be nice if I could, like, specifically get her to work here. Because this guy's wife doesn't have a job. It would be really nice if I could get her to, like, if I could choose where she works. That would be really, really cool. You kind of can.
I am sorry, not today, please.
Can I forget something?
So I've done this before. It's kind of annoying-ish, but what I'm gonna do is keep on firing people until this guy's wife potentially gets a job here. Okay. So we'll just keep on firing people that aren't this lady.
Oh, what a day.
Petra right here. All of our mansions should be completely full. Almost completely full at least. Let's check the wages on all these guys. Rich, 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 rich. Just need to make sure that everyone working up here stays rich. Do our best to do that at least. Okay. We'll go with the max budget. That's okay.
It is a great day for our comrades. We
Take that $5,000. Let's build up another construction office. We're gonna quick build this one. And we'll go with, we'll just leave it on that budget here. Did that lady get the job here? Doesn't look like it.
Nice weather.
As long as she doesn't get a job somewhere else. She might be a criminal. No, because then they'd be rich. A German lady. And someone from the UK. He's 23 and she's 41. Oof. Who said they could do this? Was it her? No.
Did I forget something?
I need a drink.
People working here yet? It looks like they are. Okay, very nice. How much longer? 87 days, so we're almost to the Cold War. Got like 2 months left. This is... If we didn't have to wait a decade, we could have got here like 10 years earlier. So we could have got here like 1906, 1907. That's a pretty quick move through, I would say. $20K, $25K is where we'll be at. Check trade deals. I mean, there's no point really right now. But what we can do is ask for financial aid before the end of this era. So we'll be up tremendously, which will be good. People are moving out. It might be because it looks like they're getting married to each other, which is really nice for us. That means that they'll be rich for a while. We might have to slow down on the mansion construction for a while. Food for the people. What happened to agricultural subsidies? Did I never turn this on? I don't think I did. That's pretty unfortunate. That means we can go with the lowest budget on all of these. That's crazy. I should have done that a long time ago. Okay. As a matter of fact, what we could maybe do is just leave it on the second to lowest budget. Cold War. Cool.
There is clearly some mistake.
The wars are over, Presidente. I would kiss you if it was not treason to do so.
The world says, Viva Tropico, as El Presidente wins the war.
Economy first. Here, we'll leave it as official separation for now, and eventually we'll do no separation, but for now we'll do official separation. Just to keep things with a decent liberty, let's check our liberty around the island. So as long as it's got this base of 50, as you can see up there at the top right, then we're in a pretty safe spot. Typically, the lower the liberty, the more chance of rebels. And so we'll wait until the very end of the game to start doing that. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and demolish these. Because what we can start building now is tenements. And we're going to slowly replace all of these housing units with tenements. That'll be pretty nice. I ended up building this coal mine way over here, but as a matter of fact, I don't really think I need it. Because we have a coal mine right here. We can build two right next to each other. There's even uranium over here. Maybe we should just go straight for a nuclear power plant. That would be kind of intense. Because then we could have even more rich people. So this is a lot of consideration that I want to do. I think I'm going to save that for the next episode. So everything is coming along pretty perfectly, I would say. I'm really happy with the progress. I'm really happy that the island's doing well. This is like a pretty just normal communistic thing, but with the addition of all these rich people up here, it's starting to become kind of dystopian. But at some point we'll turn off the voting, make everyone's life around the island just completely ravaged, and then we'll leave our rich people up here, the only ones that are happy. And as a matter of fact, I think that I might not even build too many of the too many barracks or army bases. Reason being is that these units, once they leave their building, there's like a little chance of them coming back if there's just constantly people fighting. So what I might opt for is to build forts instead. I'm not sure. Actually, I might just build only army bases, because these people could be rich. Lots of considering to do. But for now, that is the end of this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, be sure to leave a like. If you want to follow along with more of these Tropico 6 Let's Plays, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.